Hey everybody, welcome back to Bookish Daddy. Today we're going to be going over summer hopefuls and summer recommendations. Before we get into that, the other day on my Instagram I did a poll for what shirt I should buy, and this is the one that won. It says Death by TBR and has a read in peace tombstone in the middle, which I thought was super cool. So y'all voted for it, it won, and it's super comfy. Thank you all for participating. Um, this week, we are going to go over all my summer recommendations and reads. I did a poll the other day on my YouTube channel or BookTube channel and kind of asked you all what you like to read during the summer. And so I kind of based this off of that. So what you predominantly voted for is kind of what I chose. These first two are both by the only romance author I really know, and that is Ali Hazelwood. And these are two that I have read. They're the only two out of this stack that I have read. The rest are hopefuls that I'm hoping to read this summer. So the first one is going to be The Love Hypothesis, and it is a romance. Student teacher, sunshine grumpy, fake dating is what it is. This was one of my favorite reads as far as romance goes. I gave it 5 stars. It was a lot of fun. It is super cute. I love her writing and writing style. And I thought that it would be a really fun read if you're on the beach or out on the back porch. And that is why I chose this book. It even looks summery. The next one by Ali Hazelwood is Bride. And it is a paranormal romance with vampires and werewolves. The reason I picked this one, so I've read this too. I gave it 4.5 stars. I took off half a star for a smutty scene in it that was really weird and awkward, and so much so that I took half a star off. This was such a fun read. I chose it because when I think like werewolves, I think like lakeside barbecues, fishing, hunting, in the woods. If you've seen Twilight, kind of like the whole Jacob vibe, like that is what I think when I think of like camping in the summertime. This is the book I thought of. Uh, it is about a vampire who is wed to a werewolf and kind of their whole ordeal and how it kind of plays out. It is such a fun read. The next book is the only book that I don't own. It is This Summer Will Be Different. I'll place it right here or right here. I'm not sure yet. You'll see it on the screen. It is by Carly Fortune, and it is, from what I've read, it is about a lady that goes on vacation every summer, and she runs into this gentleman, and they have like a summer fling every summer. And then it turns out that it is her best friend's little brother. And so that is all I know about this book. I know it is a summer romance, and everybody I have like read the reviews on said it was their favorite summer read and that they loved it so much. So it is one of my hopefuls that I hope to read. And I think it is just strictly a romance. And that's all I know about that book. The next book is by K.L. Walter, and it is The Summer of Broken Rules. And that is the cover. This book is another romance. It says, "It's all fun and games until someone loses their heart. When Meredith lost her sister 18 months ago, she shut everyone out. But this summer, she's determined to join the world again." It seems like she is on her way to a wedding, and 2 weeks before, her current boyfriend breaks up with her, and their family plays some assassin game that's supposed to be some sort of like board game, or I'm guessing it'll be like a coup if you've ever played that. And she ends up meeting some gentleman during this game or competing with him. And that is what this romance is about. It is another summer one. And I chose this one because, well, aside from it saying summer, it had the beach on it, and it is literally a summer romance. So I'm hoping to read this one this summer too. This next summer hopeful is Finley Donovan is Killing It by Ellie Casamano, and it is a thriller romance. I think it's supposed to be funny too. So this author is writing a book about a hitman or an assassin, and she is talking to her publisher inside of a restaurant, and someone overhears and hires her to do a hit, thinking that she is a hit woman, and she ends up taking the job for no other reason than, I'm assuming, just because why not? Uh, Says Finley Donovan is killing it, except she's really not. As a stressed out single mom of two and a struggling novelist, Finley finds her life in chaos. And then what I explained is kind of what it says. Like I said, it's supposed to be a funny thriller slash, I think, funny thriller. I don't think this is a romance at all, but I still thought it would be a fun summer read for one of those cozy nights. The next two are numbers 1 and 3 in a trilogy, or sort of a trilogy. I just know there's one in the middle. They are both by Abby Jimenez, and it is Part of Your World and Just for the Summer. That is their covers. My wife has read Part of Your World and the second one, which is Yours Truly. Loved both. Has not got around to reading Just for the Summer. So that is the main reason these two are on here, is because of this one. Just for the Summer is, oh yeah, it's like a Good Luck Chuck female version. Well, where both of them, everyone they date, as soon as they break up, they find their true love, and then they find out about each other and decide that if they date each other when they break up, they'll both find their true loves. It'll cancel out. But I'm assuming since they date each other, maybe they'll fall for each other. But that's what this is about. It's a summer romance, so that's why it's on the list. It's supposed to be really fun. That's the cover again. And then the other one, after a wild bet, gourmet grilled cheese sandwich, and cuddle with a baby goat, Alexis has her world turned upside down. The cause, Daniel Grant, a ridiculously hot carpenter who's 10 years younger than her and as casual as they come. The complete opposite of sophisticated city girl, Alexis. So that is what this is. It's a country boy, city girl get together. Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. This is another one I thought, like, sitting on the balcony when the sun's going down during the summertime would be a very fun read. I like the city girl, country boy thing. I'm a country boy. My wife's a city girl. Well, Western girl. So that is why I chose this one, and I think it would be a really fun read. And my wife has been wanting me to read Abby Jimenez. It's one of her, if not her favorite romance author. I'm pretty sure it's her favorite. She says nobody even compares. The next one is the one I'm probably most excited about, and it is Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. That's the cover, and you can all guess why this one's on the list. Pirates, to me, are just summer vibes. Pirates and mermaids is all I think. This is a YA pirate romance. Yeah, so the author, Trisha Levenseller, I just read one of her books, The Shadows Between Us, and it's a Slytherin romance. I loved it so much. So this had to make the list. I love pirates. It says it gives off a Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. And that book I gave 5 stars to. It was my first like big, like strict YA book that I've read, and I loved it. So that is why this one made the list. There will be plenty of time for me to beat him soundly once I've gotten what I came for. Sent on a mission to retrieve an ancient hidden map, the key to a legendary treasure trove, 17-year-old pirate captain Alosa deliberately allows herself to be captured by her enemies, giving her the perfect opportunity to search their ship. I cannot wait to read this one. This, like I said, is the one I'm most excited for the summer, and that is why it made the list. The next book is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. And that's the cover. This one I chose, I don't know anything about it. All I know is Emily Henry is supposed to be a phenomenal romance author. And on the back, Abby Jimenez sings its praises, saying it's one of her favorite books of all time. And that is all I needed to know. From what I gather, the woman is wild, the guy's uptight, and that's kind of like the vibe of this book. Let's see. Alex and Poppy have nothing in common. She has insatiable wanderlust and he prefers to stay at home with the book. And somehow, ever since a fateful car share home from college many years ago, they are the very best of friends. And then their friendship gets ruined, and then they meet back up and try and make things work out. Because she realizes, I'm assuming that they were meant to be more than friends, and I think they had done something together that kind of ruined the friendship, and now they're going to give it one last shot. And that is People We Meet on Vacation. The next one is also Emily Henry. It is Funny Story, and that is the cover. This one I chose because it just looks like a beach read. It's a romance. It's got super cute vibes on the front. They've got some lemonade. They're sitting at a bar. This one says, Daphne always loved the way her fiance Peter told their story. How they met, fell in love, and moved back to the lakeside hometown to begin their life together. He really was good at telling it, right until the moment he realized he was actually in love with his childhood best friend. Drama. So I'm not sure what this one's about. I know it's a romance, and that's all I know about it. It just looks pretty, and it is a romance, and it has lemonade on the front. The last book is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen, and that is it. This one I chose because of the beautiful sprayed edges, remind me of the ocean. I have heard nothing but great things, and that this is a wonderful romance book. I think it's a little more fantasy, romantasy. So Freya is one of the Nordic gods. She is in an unwanted marriage with another god and finds Bjorn Ironside, who is just a mortal man. He's a warrior, and she ends up falling for him, I believe, or makes a deal with one of the gods and gets stuck. And all I know that this is a Nordic romance, and it's got some pretty high praises on the back. And everyone I know of that has read this love this book, and that is why I'm recommending it. So all these books, I've only read the first two. These are my hopefuls that I'm hoping to read, the ones that I'm hoping give off the strongest summer vibes and will just be good for the beach, the lake, sitting on your back porch. And A Fate Inked in Blood, I had thought would be good for like if it's rainy or stormy to read a nice Nordic one in front of the fireplace or around a campfire. That's kind of the vibes I got from it and why I chose it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm not a huge romance reader. I'm just now getting into the romantasy, paranormal romance. I am loving the journey, but bear with me as I'm, getting through these books, reading, recommending. I hope that these are some good recommendations and that you'll read them with me. If you've already read any of these, drop in the comments what you rated it. If you have not, I hope that you read them with me this summer and we'll kind of compare notes on them. I hope that you all have a great week and I will get back to you next week.